Today we are looking at a brand new Express 508 sewing line. This unit has a handheld Fishbine Model F for the sewing head. This is a nice, high quality, reasonably priced sewing line. I am not going to put the price in this video because prices change all the time. But you can call us or email us here at Commodity Traders, and we can get you a price on one of these units. This sewing line is powered by 110 volt single phase power. So the unit is fully powered by a standard plug which will go into a standard outlet. This makes it very user-friendly and easy to set up and run and go to work. Going over the control box here, you have the power switch. You have your forward and reverse. This controls the direction of your conveyor belt. And then you have your speed of your belt. You have to adjust your speed to get the bags to feed into the sewing head at the right speed. The sewing pedestal of this sewing line system is adjustable height, so that you can turn the bottle jack behind the pedestal there, and you can raise and lower this head to accommodate various sizes of bags. One of the advantages of having one of these handheld sewers as your sewing head is that you can have an extra unit on the shelf because they are reasonably priced. If this unit were to need maintenance, you would simply swap it out with the extra unit that you have. It's easy to install it onto the pedestal with the screws here, and it simply plugs in right underneath of your electrical box there. Another advantage that this sewing line offers is this base for your thread cone. This allows you to have larger spools of thread instead of the standard 8-ounce cone of thread that goes with these handheld sewers. You can put a larger one up there and do hundreds more bags. A standard 8-ounce cone will close 200 bags on bags that are 15-inch wide. And you can do hundreds more with these larger cones. The sewing conveyor comes with this wrench, which is used to adjust the tension on your belt. You can adjust this if the belt is too loose or if it is not tracking correctly. You would need to use this wrench to make your adjustments and make it track correctly. Another one of the features that this belt conveyor offers is these adjustable height legs. By loosening those bolts, you can adjust your conveyor up to these top two and raise and lower the unit. In the manual, it talks about this sewing line being set up on 1 operator or 2 operator mode. In single operator mode, the conveyor is wired so that this micro switch shuts the conveyor belt off whenever the bag comes to rest against it. It is also wired so that this foot pedal controls the conveyor belt and the sewing head. Once the bag has tripped the micro switch and shut the conveyor down, this 2-position foot pedal switch is made so that in first position it will override the toggle switch, starting the conveyor again, and pushed further down into second position, it will start the sewing head, allowing the operator to feed the bag into the sewing head and then close it. In the 2 operator configuration, it is wired so that the foot pedal controls the conveyor belt and you press it down to stop the conveyor belt, and the toggle switch controls the sewing head. We are going to go over the operation of this unit with it set up in the single operator configuration. The bagging scale would be set up over the conveyor here. The operator would start by filling the first bag and then would drop it on to the conveyor belt. Obviously the conveyor belt would be running because it is set up to run continuously. The bag would then move over until it hits this switch, and the switch would then shut down the conveyor. The operator would then place a second bag onto the spout of the bag filling machine and begin the filling process. While the second bag is filling and hanging on the spout of the bag filler, the operator would then move to the first bag, place his foot on the foot pedal. This would restart the conveyor and then press it down further to start the sewing head and feed the bag into the sewing head. The operator would then push it into the cutting knife to cut it free from the sewing head and then proceed to stack it onto the pallet. He would then drop the second bag that is still hanging on the bagger and repeat the entire process. Okay, we're going to go ahead and demonstrate this sewing line closing a bag. I am going to feed this bag through the stitcher, and I'm going to do it one-handed because I'm holding my phone, so I may not be able to get it into the cutting knife to cut it loose, but you will at least be able to see the stitcher closing the bags. So okay, there you can see we did one stitch. We will go ahead. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do a second stitch. You can see the unit closes the bags perfectly. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate the conveyor now. I have the bag setting on top of the conveyor belt. This simulates us having just dropped it from the bag filler onto the conveyor belt. I'm going to go ahead and start the conveyor belt, and you will be able to see it move forward, and you will see the toggle switch shut down the belt. So now you would be ready to form your bag and get it prepared to go into the stitcher. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and feed the bag into the stitcher. Again, I'm going to be doing this one-handed, so I may not be able to get the thread into the cutting knife, but I want to show you it in operation. Right now, the toggle switch has the conveyor stopped, so that is why it is not moving. Again, as I explained earlier, we can override that with our foot pedal switch and also start the sewer with the foot pedal switch. Okay, I'm now going to override the toggle switch with the foot pedal switch and begin the sewing process. There, you can see we have filled the bag, sewed it, and we are now ready to stack it on the pallet. This has been a demonstrational video of the Express 508 sewing conveyor and pedestal system. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.